At Massachusetts General Hospital, leadership isn't just about authority. It's about making the right decisions under pressure. Meet Sam, an ICU nurse manager, and David, an operations coordinator. Both step into leadership roles unexpectedly. But managing people, that was a whole new challenge.
The burnout is real. People are leaving faster than we can replace them.
No one listens. Every time I suggest improvements, they shut me down. For both, the biggest issue wasn't the workload, it was communication. Their team felt unheard and leadership decisions seemed distant. Behind every decision is a weight most don't see. Stress isn't just a part of the job, it can become the job.
There were days I'd walk into work and feel my chest tighten before I even reach the floor. You're supposed to hold everything together, but sometimes you feel like the one falling apart.
If I crack, everything cracks. That's how it feels. Like I have to be the steady force, even when I'm exhausted. In their own ways, both Sam and David hit a wall. Not because they didn't care, but because they cared too much and never paused to care for themselves.
We teach nurses how to handle trauma, but not how to process it. And leaders, they're expected to absorb it all, but no one leads well from a place of depletion.
In recognizing their own limits, they took the first real step towards sustainable leadership, addressing stress, not suppressing it.
We're not asking for miracles. We just need to know someone is fighting for us. We know how tough this job is. We've seen it all. The long nights, the short staffing, the impossible expectations. We don't expect you to fix everything overnight, but we need to feel like we're not in this alone. Like someone's in our corner, listening, advocating, fighting for us when it counts. That's what keeps people from burning out. That's what makes us stay. Don't just tell them how to change. Show them why it matters. You can roll out a dozen new policies, but if people don't feel seen or understood, none of it sticks. People aren't problems to fix. They're partners in the process. When they see the purpose behind the change, when they feel included in shaping it, that's when you get the real buy-in. That's not just management, that's leadership.
By listening first, Sam and David began to rebuild trust. David changes tactics. He brings frontline staff into discussions. They test small workflow changes before full implementations. Sometimes growth isn't loud, it's in quiet moments, when leaders stop reacting and start reflecting. They didn't need perfection, they just needed progress.
Leadership isn't a title. It's a responsibility to listen even when it's hard, to own your mistakes, and to keep showing up. The best leaders I've worked with, they're the ones who don't pretend to have it all figured out. They ask, they adjust, they try.
It's not about being perfect. It's about being present.
In these moments, both Sam and David internalized a powerful lesson. Leadership is about humility, consistency, and learning from those you lead. Sam, now composed, assigned senior nurses to key areas, directing them efficiently. In the face of crisis, their leadership wasn't about control. It was about trust and adaptability.
Turnover is finally slowing. People feel supported.
Response times are down 15%. We did this together. Their biggest lesson? Leadership isn't about having all the answers. It's about empowering others to find them. Every workplace faces challenges. The best leaders don't just react, they evolve. So how will you lead?